what's up, Aaron here. Today we're just reviewing the new champion, god, whatever the fuck it's called, Skadi. She's pretty cool, I really enjoy her, so I hope you like the video. So in this bit here, I decided to pop me ult. To be honest, it didn't really do anything, I didn't need to pop it here, but as you can see in the background, Shark's really not taking any damage. He probably only got a few auto attacks out from that ult, but as you can see, it basically did no damage to anyone. It's a really lackluster ult at the start of the game. I feel like it should have a little bit more bang for its buck. Probably the best part of it is the fact that you actually get that immunity to damage for your little wolf. This part here, I basically chucked my number 2 ability down. It slides him a little bit, but to be honest, if it wasn't caught by one of the other teammates, Nox here, he would have just run straight away. I think there has to be something else at the end of that. I know you do have a slow on your number 1 ability. Auto attacks are decent range. It's not the best range in the game, but the most annoying thing about them is probably the sound. They're cringeworthy. It's really, they seem a bit slow too. I don't know if that's just me or anything, but I'm not lagging. I'm not an American server. They just seem to be slow for me. I'm not sure if anyone else gets that, but I've just got a little clip here to show you how sort of quickly your wolf dies. I know their entire team is there, but the fact that he gets 3 hit like that it doesn't make sense to me. I personally think as it levels, as you can see now, it's level 4 and it's still getting 3 hit. I don't really understand it. I think personally abilities shouldn't affect it because it just seems a bit ridiculous that it dies so quickly. Without your ult, it basically dies straight away. As you can see here, the ult pops and he's invincible, which is amazing. And when you have your ult up, your wolf is really good. But personally, again, I think the ult should do a little bit more damage. Overall, I feel she is a pretty balanced champion. I don't see anything really too wrong with her. Probably the health on the wolf is probably just something that gets me a little bit. I know it'll be a little bit overpowered because technically you have just double the damage of every hunter in the game if you have your wolf on someone. But that doesn't mean that it should die so quickly. I really do like her. She's very fun to play, but that's just the one thing that sort of gets me. Her number 1 ability is really good, the slow, and it doubles your damage for that 3 seconds. Even though it doesn't really feel like it. Your wolf is really good, and then your number 3 ability, the sliding one, is amazing. It's just an amazing all-round ability, and her kit is just so good. Her ult, it gets better at the later stages of the game, but at the early stages, it doesn't do anything apart from make your wolf invulnerable for 5 seconds. As you can see here, Mercury's jumping towards my team. I chuck a sliding thing there, and it misses. But that would have been a really good opportunity. I do miss all my auto attacks because I've never played Hunter before, but it would have been a good opportunity, does the sliding. But personally, I think they should slide a little bit slower than they do. And again, the fact that they don't get stunned at the end makes it a bit lackluster anyway. There's probably only one thing I think should be added to her. I think there should be a mini stun at the end of the sliding, at least, just because it just doesn't really feel like an ability to me. Clearly, that character is pretty good. I really enjoy playing it. It's such a fun character. But I also think that the passive should be something different. I don't really understand why her passive really isn't a passive. It doesn't make any sense to me. There should be something there. Just a passive slow, or a few stacks that gets a stun, anything like that. Like just anything, I think would be better than her passive currently. Okay, here's a team fight where basically if you use her power to your advantage, it kind of does work out. So see here, I pop my ult straight away, get straight on there, sick him. It does kill him pretty quick, but obviously she's got Kirby's ult on it, or Kirby or whatever. As you can see, I'm just cutting away, using my stuns and whatnot. But clearly, she doesn't see, if you look in here, I don't really have a getaway. I'm kind of just slowing people and, slipping them around, but really she's pretty pathetic in the whole getaway department rather. Yeah, so if you put your sliding ability under you, it's amazing because they just keep sliding off and whatnot. But if that's not up, because it has a huge cooldown anyway, it's really hard to stay alive. Again here, this is a good example of her zoning potential. See, she just slides all the way into my team, so if we had a stun ready there, it would have been amazing, but since he just ran away because I wasn't slowed, it's all good. So I pop me ult, run in, and as you can see, my damage is starting to get pretty good. I probably don't have the best build in the world, but you can see my damage is starting to get there, and they're starting to get scared. As you can see here, it's just an amazing zoning tool. Like, they can't come anywhere near me with that sliding thing, because they'll just slide straight off. It's a really amazing kit, and I really do enjoy the character. She's really fun. This is a good zoning team fight. I can show you as well. This basically, you see they're pretty scared when I chuck my ult in there. My ult late game, see, it does about 30 damage, 30 to 40, so it's okay, but to be honest, it's on the weak side of anything. You know, my auto attacks are doing four times the damage at this point, so there's no real point of even popping it. The only thing it does for your character is to help you, you know, your wolf stay alive, because obviously it can't be killed. That's pretty much the only thing it does for you. And again, as soon as that pops off, your wolf dies almost instantly. Like, he's dead already. So it is possible to keep him alive pretty easily. Like, you can run in there, get a few hits out with him, and sort of send him back, because they can't damage him when he's in this elemental form, which is a really good trait that they've put on him. That's a really good thing to add on there, because otherwise your wolf would just die straight away and you'd be almost useless, because you're pretty much lacking an ability there. Here is basically a opportunity for me to show you her damage if sort of auto attacks and sort of the wolf go together. Here you can see exactly the same what I was saying, the zoning potential. She comes in, it just slides all the way over basically. Slides all the way into me auto attacks, it's just perfectly set up. So I reckon if a really good person played this character, I reckon she'd be amazing. But for me, the first time, I mean, look at me melt that tank, like seriously, just so much damage. But again, you need to be really good at A, hunters, and B, the character, and I think she could be amazing. I personally think she is basically an easy to pick up character, but really difficult to master, if you get what I mean. Now here's what I was saying about the character, like the wolf dying so quickly. I mean, this guy's a tank, and he auto attacks him a few times and is dead. You know, that's a tank, you know, it just should not be like that, I don't think. I think it should be the same system, but I think every level you should at least get another health bar, because it doesn't really make any sense. I personally don't think it should die that quickly, or at least not be affected by abilities, because it just seems a bit crazy that the wolf dies so quickly and then it's just useless for that time being. As you can see at this point, we basically are just dominating them, and I'm just running around like auto attacking like a freaking gun. So basically, I just want to give you a quick overview of what I think about the character. The abilities all merge pretty awesomely. They all go together pretty good. The ult is good. It needs some improvements on the damage side of things, I personally think, or at least say do the damage every 0.3 of a second or something like that instead of 0.5. It would give it just that little bit more damage. But personally, I think all the kit is pretty good. As you can see here, just does heaps of damage and almost kill this dude as well. So like you do plenty of damage with that wolf, but the early game of the ult damage is really lackluster, and I don't feel like you do too much at the early stages of the game. I personally think that her third slide ability is really good, but I think it needs a little bit of adjustments on what it actually does. The sliding's cool, but I personally think they should get frozen or something at the end, like a mini stun. Because for me, it doesn't really make any sense, because I can slow them at the end with my #1 ability. But like, then what? Like really, it should. Personally, I think that it should, like if they're sliding and then you hit them with a #1 ability, like I just did there but missed, I personally think that it should just do a mini stun at the end. So when they slide off the end and you've used that, then they get frozen in place. So say, even if it was 1 second, less than 1 second, 0.75 of a second, like it would just do that much more for her. But whether that's broken or not, I don't know. I think she could potentially be extremely broken. Purely for the fact that combined with your 1 and your wolf attacking on someone, you can technically do 300% more auto attack damage than anyone in the game. So I personally think that's a bit insane to think of, but I just couldn't see that in this game. I might record another one or something and upload it later on just to show you when I get better at it, because I need to get better at hunters anyway. But that's just my quick overview of what I think about the character. But overall, Skadi, pretty awesome character. Now don't let this put you off buying the character. She really is an amazing character. I really do enjoy playing her. I just think she needs a little bit more tweaks just to make her viable. But overall she's a really amazing character. So if you like the video, comment, like and subscribe, and have a nice day guys.